Hello, Spectator and Observer here with a follow-up video regarding the double skin milk translucent keys. So, a common question I get with these keycaps is, will they fit on my RGB keyboard? The answer to that is, it depends on the row 1 and row 2 keycap sizes. In particular, you need to look at the right side Control, Alt, Function, Context, and right Shift keys. That's because not all keyboards have the same row size of keys on these two rows. To demonstrate this point, I have two other keyboards that are not RGB, but have different row 1 and row 2 keycap sizes. These two other keyboards can give you an idea if the translucent keys will fit on your own RGB keyboard. The keyboard in the middle is the AUKEY KM-G3. I featured this keyboard and translucent keycaps in another video, and you can see it listed in the description. In particular, the KM-G3 has the same size of keys for the left side row 1 buttons I mentioned earlier. As you can see here, these are all the same size, and when I switch over to the right side, these are also all the same size. Please keep a note of this. Also, the right shift is a full size. The keyboard on bottom is my DOS Keyboard 4. This was actually my very first mechanical keyboard, and this one has blue switches. You'll see here that this DOS keyboard has an extra key on the row 1 left side. You'll also notice that the function, Windows, and context keys are the same size as the regular letter keys and smaller than the Alt and Control keys. The keyboard on top is the NYM96 Barebones keyboard with cherry brown switches. I got this from massdrop.com. This keyboard is smaller than your full-size keyboard and does not come with any keycaps. I put the stock KM-G3 keys on this keyboard as a temporary measure until my new keycaps come in for this keyboard. Please note how the right side keys for Alt, Control, Context, and Function and right shift are much smaller. Now, I can't tell you if your exact keyboard will work with these keys, but here are two good rules that I promise will give you a good indicator of whether or not these translucent keys will fit your RGB keyboard. First, the right shift key is a full-size one, measuring at 51 centimeters or 2-inch length. Second, the bottom row 1 right side keys are the same size as each other, measuring at 22 centimeters or 7/8 of an inch for each individual key. When these four keys are put together, they equal about 92 centimeters or 3 5/8 of an inch. As you can see here, the right shift key is at full size, but will not fit on the NYM96. Likewise, you will see that the individual Alt, Control, Function, and Context keys will either get stuck or jam. Now you'll see here that the DOS keyboard can use the right shift translucent key. However, you cannot use the Alt, Function, Context, and Control keys in a row. You'll see here that it will jam or get stuck together. Now, the other thing you can do is you could probably mix in your old keys with the translucent keys. And for obvious reasons, this doesn't look good. It kind of looks tacky, but hey, it works if you absolutely need to use these keys. So to wrap things up, I want to thank you for your time and being able to watch, but I also want to apologize for not issuing this type of video earlier. I didn't actually anticipate so many people would watch my other video regarding the translucent keys, and that people would be asking, well, will these keys work on such and such keyboard? Now, I would love to answer that question for you, but I also think it'd be much, much faster if you just measure it out for yourself and you look at your own keyboard or you look at one of the keyboards online. Hey, are the keys on the bottom right side row, are they all the same length? Is the right shift key a full-size key? Those are your two guidelines you need to be using. Anyway, Spectator and Observer out. Have a great day.